Well, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you ever so much indeed for joining us. It's a great conference here in San Diego, isn't it?
I always look forward to the IACP conference, but it's even better in San Diego. So greetings from the COPS office.
So give us just start off, give us a little bit of an overview of the work of the COPS office.
So the COPS office provides some great resources to the field, not only in the form of grants, but also in the realm of technical assistance and resources, publications, online publications, and training. So there are three main buckets that we provide many resources to men and women in the field, but executives in law enforcement in their communities. We work very closely with the community aspect of policing. And as well, you know, we've had a great relationship with the International Association Chiefs of Police.
Tell us a little bit more about that relationship that you do have with the IACP, because I know you were a chief for many years yourself.
Yes, so I spent 38 years in the field, Providence police officer. I spent the last 12 as chief of police. I've been a long-time member of the IACP. I served on the SACOP committee for several years, and the resources provided by IACP to law enforcement executives around the country is integral. You know, it's important. They give invaluable practical advice and resources to the field, very similar to what the COPS office does. So I think it's perfect synergy and a perfect partnership that you have IACP and COPS aligned on many of the resources that we feed and fuel the field on. And there are just so many, but it's important because many of these agencies, as we all know, there's about 18,000 police agencies in the United States, and they have great needs in not only large cities, mid-sized cities, small and rural, territorial police, tribal nation police, and IACP covers each one of those arenas, and as well the COPS office does. So it's really a good partnership.
So we all know that the world of law enforcement gets ever more complex, and the challenges that face men and women in the field, you know, grow all the time. How important is it for you that the COPS office reaches out to those smaller police departments who may not traditionally have the resources that some of the bigger ones do?
So I come from a mid-sized city police department. That was my whole career, and I'm learning in my 9 months in this role that it's really important. It is integral to their work, and they probably rely on the federal resources and the IACP even more so than big cities and mid-sized cities in this country. So it's important that we lend an ear to those communities. I've been on the road quite a bit, including to the SRELIA conference, the Small and Rural Law Enforcement Executives. They really rely on the resources provided by the federal government. And the COPS office provides resources in the realm of not only in crime prevention efforts, but as well in community policing initiatives, all to enhance operational effectiveness in those communities, and most importantly these days, building trust in the communities that we serve. And these are all pillars and components that are integral and important to the IACP messaging. So again, we're just in synergy with the same messaging and the same outreach to the communities.
That's such a good point, and you know, the Building Trust campaign is as you know, sort of integral to the IACP, not just now, but into the future. So my final question to you, you've been in the job 9 months, hit the ground running. How do you see this going from here? What are you focusing on now?
So look, much of it will be the same, but the field is constantly evolving. And the mission in policing, whether you're a big city, mid-sized city, or again a small agency, is to reduce crime, fear, and disorder. I think once again, with the tragedies around the world, I think it will include once again Homeland Security. I think in the future, I know after 9/11, policing went towards that front in local policing, and I think it will again. And as well, just training. Training will be key, education, outreach to the community. Policing will always be about partnerships and connections in the community. And that communication, we can't do enough of it. And look, I've always said, no matter where you're from, You wear a patch with the name of your community on your shoulder. We serve that community, and what are the needs of your particular community? You know, all politics is local, all policing is local too.
Thank you ever so much for joining us today. It's been great, so thank you.
Thank you, sir. It's been a pleasure.